Hi, I'm HP and welcome to this little tutorial here about slapping techniques on guitar. Today's Thursday. I'm doing this on Thursday because tomorrow is my birthday. And when people ask, what is your zodiac? I say, like a virgin, who touch further. You know that song. So it's the 5th of September is my birthday and you're welcome to send me your birthday presents. But my personal birthday present is this slapping thing here. Slapping is actually a bass technique, but it's you can do the same thing on guitar as well. Before I continue talking, I'll show you what I mean, and then we go further. Stuff like this. Sounds cool, doesn't it? So first, what is actually how does it work? One thing but it's not really recommended. As you can hear, I have a slight octave on the guitar so that you also have the low frequency, have more boost, but it's not really needed. A little bit of delay, a little bit of chorus, cool slapping. Bass has a little bit chorus on it, and now let's check out the technique. Actually, slapping basically is the right hand technique. From the left hand is not really difficult because you don't really play many different notes, but from the right hand it's adapted from bass technique, and there comes it. The slapping actually on the bass, when you make the downstroke with this side of the thumb, the tone comes a little bit better than on guitar, so you make a slight side movement that you some kind still attack the string a little bit. And the trick is you hold your hand like this, that your index finger is like a hook or a claw finger, and then you just make this movement back, and you just move up and you hold the string and you slap it down. As in this example, I just play these notes, open E string and here on the second fret. Now try to make a first movement, so I mean left hand is not really a problem, so let's have the focus on the right. And first example is, try this technique first. That's pretty easy. Or you can take here in the 7th or the 5th. It's a little bit easier when you have the second note on the D string. But of course you basically play here. So this is the next exercise. So we try the 5th, 7th and the 5th. That's how it works, basically. Now comes a little bit the problem, the rhythm. The rhythm is I mean, if you're into rhythm notation, it's easy to get into it, but without rhythm notation, the best thing actually to do is just listen to the groove and try to get into it. We're going to play the track now a little bit slower first, because we need to get used to it. Before it was tempo 115, now we go to tempo 100. Now we do this basic exercise. Very easy, first exercise. Second figure, rhythmically. Third figure. Actually, see, actually the notes are not really the problem, it's to be precise in the rhythm. Very cool stuff. And that's basically the point. Another figure which I did is this one. I really like that one, in this little hammer-on lick. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, and you make thumb, index, and then slap with the middle finger. Two, three, four. You can use this as a little effect. What is also cool, and that's the difference between a slapping technique on guitar and on bass, you can play chords. So, play chord. Let's see how that sounds. In this case I used E7 sharp 9. Of course, which else? 3, boom. Now I made a little sorry. I will cut out the coughing, maybe. So, maybe not. So, what I did now, I made the figure a little bit smaller, this hammer on. And then I really like this hammer-on stuff in combination with a really hard slapping thing adding at the end. Yeah, let's check it out. I was different. I was like this. And so on. That's basically what happens with the slapping techniques. And as I said, the notes are not really the problem. The problem is to be really precise in the groove. And the best method is just, I mean, I don't count at all. I have no clue what I'm playing from the rhythm side, but I listen a little bit to the drums and just then let it go and try to keep it groovy. And I mean, now we're at tempo 100, now we go back to 115. Which is really cool actually. Now here's tempo 115, which is really cool because now you really need to have it together that it really works. So tempo 115. 3, boom. freaked out, and you know why? Because I'm really sitting in a really uncomfortable position. Really have to be very relaxed and then just let it go. So last sequence, I'm gonna play relax now. Basically this was happening, and then that's how it works. All right, now I'm back in a comfortable situation now. Before I was sitting like this. And actually then you really can play. And as soon as you get in heavier stuff, your whole body needs to be really in the groove and in the musical flow. That's very important, especially on rhythm stuff, and especially on funk or funky stuff. If you're not in the flow, it doesn't work. Not work at all, actually. Because the rhythm is so fast, you have no time to count or control it. You need to just let it go and be in the groove, and that's how it works. 2, 3, boom. And so on. I've been talking too much now. I'm not really in the flow. I need my sunglasses. I don't have them here now. Shit, but that's how it works actually. Try to keep it slow first, and then try to gain the speed. Even if it's very fast, you don't really have to play fast. You just have to play precise. I mean, as an example, keep it simple. Works too. You see, I need to listen to my own tips. Keep it simple and then it works. Now it worked. Before I wanted to really beat the shit out of the funk, but that doesn't work. Keep it, you always have to stay in the groove, and then it works, and just keep the slapping technique going on. So that's about slapping techniques. Enjoy and buy those funky sunglasses. Actually, I don't, the big ones from the 70s. I don't have one here, but that would have been cool. Okay, see ya.